Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch One, and thanks for logging on. Today we're looking at the Ulysse Nardin Maxi Marine Diver Special Edition 43 millimeters in polished stainless steel. This Ulysse Nardin is, like all the watches highlighted on our YouTube channel, actual inventory in stock and available for immediate purchase and delivery on our retail website, watchyouwant.com. And if you like getting the latest news, views, and reviews of luxury watches on a daily basis, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. I've got to admit that this watch is a little bit shocking when you first encounter it. Well, the Maxi Marine series was a huge hit for Ulysse Nardin, and in the late 2000s, the company issued a rare series of extravagantly colored Maxi Marine divers. They were in red, they were in blue, they were in yellow, and of course this signature orange. To me, this is the ultimate summertime fun watch. I can't think of a watch that better blends a playful disposition and sensibility with traditional high horology standards of precision, assembly, finish, and, yes, respect for historical precedent. I'll get into that in a moment, but I'm just going to add, as I put it on my wrist, if you happen to be Dutch, a luxury watch connoisseur, and a sports fan, this might be the ultimate watch for you. That said, my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, provides a good scale of just how large this watch is. Now, the watch itself does not wear large. Its lugs are nicely constrained, and although it's 43 millimeters round, those short curved lugs, and I give you a good profile sense of the watch from this angle, those lugs really don't extend beyond the wrist. What gives this watch the extra shoulder, what gives this watch the extra wrist presence, is the unconventional articulated rubber and titanium joint strap, I should say. It's part bracelet, part strap, and it's this double joint that makes it so flexible and so perfect a match. I'm going to show you how this clasp works for a smaller wrist. The small wrist is aided by the fact that this double joint allows the strap, which is conforming, I should add, so it closes the gap between the strap and the case, but it doesn't become stiff or add virtual size to the case because that double joint allows an easy fit around a smaller wrist. It can pull straight down if need be, so even if your wrist is as small as about 5.5 inches in circumference, or maybe even as small as 15 centimeters or 14.5 centimeters in circumference, you're going to find this is a very good fit. Now, it's nicely counterweighted by the sheer substance of this strap, which is an exceptional piece, I should add. You can see just how pared down it is away from the joint with these bellows for flexibility, as well as a sort of relief channel that opens up between the skin and the strap itself. This is an excellent one for releasing moisture, grit, heat, any kind of sweat, anything that would cause discomfort under the wrist during hot weather or sporting activity. This strap is almost perfectly designed to release it. Now, the bracelet, or I should say the clasp, is fully titanium. It's double deployant and it's made by Ulysse Nardin. Now, that vertical integration plays real dividends. First, because it has a very low profile. This isn't a big bulky sports buckle. The nice thing about it is that it does have the solidity of a double trigger deployant, as well as the easy fit and flexibility of a double swing arm double deployant, the lightness of titanium, and beautiful finish inside and out. It's a really impressive piece. I like the combination of different elements here. The brushed gray metal of titanium, the almost eye-poppingly bright orange, the details around the polished stainless steel, and the shocks of blue, red, and black on the dial. This is a creatively designed watch, and while it is very much in the image of the Maxi Marine series, the use of these outstanding and quite frankly rare colors in a luxury watch give it a personality that's completely unique. Now, 2007 marked the debut of this limited edition, but you can see that the dial recalls far older sequences of events. 1846 printed on the second subdial at 6 o'clock. The watch is also a marine chronometer, COSC rated. Strictly speaking, there is no such thing as a marine chronometer today, but the Swiss COSC awards chronometer certifications to movements that meet the standard over 2 weeks of stability at 3 different temperatures and 6 different positions with no more variation than 4 seconds lost or 6 seconds gained for any 24-hour period. Ulysse Nardin, historically, in the late 19th century to mid-20th century, made its name with marine chronometer navigation instruments for ships. Often they'd be in a gimbal to keep them level on the bridge of a ship for navigation, and the layout generally followed the pattern seen on the dial of this watch. That's the nod to history. Everything else is very much modern. Oh, and I should add the individual numbering plate on the flank. Yet another nod to history and heritage. But in terms of coloration, in terms of presentation, this one's definitely of the 21st century. The bezel is an exceptional piece because fully polished, all of the numerals and the indices themselves are actually raised metal, and then set within it is a sort of wave-grained or wave-patterned rubber insert. So it's a unique combination of finishes, metal, rubber. It's definitely not your typical dive bezel, and while dive watches as a class tend to be a bit generic, this one definitely bucks that trend, even standing apart from the other Maxi Marines within Ulysse Nardin's own catalog. The contrast and the texturing of the dial deserve special shout out. Now, it's hard to see because the bright reflection within my light box makes it cumbersome, but there is a dimpled pattern to the dial itself, and that dimpling breaks up the open expanses of the dial, giving them a little bit of character, definition, and articulation. It's almost like an inverted hobnail pattern. Close, but not quite. You definitely want to check out the high-res images on our website, but the hands, partially skeletonized, and all of the hand-applied loomed indices around the hour track feature a subtle blued coloration, as well as enough lume to ensure this watch glows like a torch at night. Now you can see the emerging power reserve indication at 12 o'clock. This watch does have a 42-hour power reserve and bidirectional automatic winding, so that chronometer movement, which also features stop seconds when you pull the crown, is likely to remain topped off, and because of the stop seconds, you can synchronize it precisely to a reference timer. It's based on an ETA 2892A2. It's called the Ulysse Nardin Caliber 26, and it's an outstanding, durable, rugged, and essentially stress-free, low-maintenance timekeeper. It's the perfect candidate to power a sports watch, a fun watch, a set-it-and-forget-it carefree watch for the summer. This may not be an all-the-time timepiece, but it's always a special timepiece due to its rarity, due to its unique coloration and thoughtful, creative design, due to the sheer sense of fun and its special place within the Ulysse Nardin late model historical continuity. UN fans really regard these watches, the red, the yellow, the blue, the orange, and all other variants, as special pieces, and they're widely sought by collectors of the brand. The orange is considered to be a particularly standout example, simply because orange is such a shocker, such a non-traditional color for high horology.